Everybody, welcome to another rendition of building the Donna hritz. Guess what I'm going to do? I have something in trade and stored. I don't know if you're going to like the idea of how it was built the last time. Years ago, back in the early 80s, I built something similar to this, and I needed to be different. When I first built the Firebird, the wing was too long, too wide, I should say. So, as you can see, it's too wide. And if you can see, I drew a line. This is the actual length of where it should be, not this long. Oh, it's okay, I'm going to keep the Firebird as is, not a problem. But I'm going to make it the Donna hritz at the original size that it's supposed to be. And that's what it's going to be. So that means instead of entrance to the thing here, instead of being here, will wind up being further up. And here's some also new good news. I made a template. So this template is perfect, the way it should be. So hopefully this time around it'll be better. So apparently it's going to be shorter. If you can see, let me buzz right in here. I was taking a little on the slow. We are going to cut all this here and all that here, and we're going to shorten it to the size. And to me, for good news wise, glad we're getting rid of this because it's too wide. Need a little bit narrow, so I may have to buy some LEDs from Model Man Tom to make it smaller and put on here. And apparently I'm going to need to use the white ones, the warm white maybe. Put them on here instead. And we're going to use the lighthouse LED lights that he has. It's going to be on here. So a little bit should be sticking out from here, from there. Okay? But I'm going to have to paint it green. And we're using Tamiya transparent green and transparent red. And I'm going to use all whites instead on the thing. And I'm just going to paint them transparent of the color that it's supposed to be. Because you saw what happened on the building of the Firebird. The green LED lights were not lit the way they're supposed to be. They're dim or just won't work at all. So apparently, I don't know if maybe perhaps if I can dim the white light or the red light and dim it so that the green light will have the capability. Who knows? Well, anyway, if that was the case, okay, good. I may have to do some engineering on that kind of stuff to see what we can do about that. But right now, I'm satisfied with what I got. So let's get cutting. Apparently I'm not going to show you the cut because you saw me cut all the time. We're going to use this bad boy. Okay? I'm going to use this and cut it along the edge. And apparently, if you can see, there's a line right here. That's your guide. Once you follow that, you should go no wrong. Okay? So, see you in a bit after it's cut. Okay. Okay, we're back. And there you go. Nice cut. Now you're probably saying, oh, you ruined it and all. Well, maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But I'm satisfied because this is the actual real size that the wing should have been in the first place. even on the Firebird that I have just built. But we'll just make it that the carriers were built differently, so we're going to build a carrier, or Donna hritz, the way it should have been back in the early 80s when I first built one of these out of just cardboard. Now I'm officially building one. This is something I wanted to do for many, many, many years. Just didn't get around to do saying anything like it. But here's something else. I have made a template of the wing. This time it is absolutely perfect the way it should be, the way I want it to be to begin with. Okay, so that's it. This is what it looks like. Right there. Yeah, this is what it looks like. And there were some mistakes, but I straightened that out, so there's no problem with it now. And it's the way it's supposed to be. And I even made the hole right here, so that I can trace it out and everything. This can be made on any kind of board or wooden thing, whatever you want to. And I made it out of this kind of board because it's a different kind of wood. I think it's like pine or something to that effect. I don't know. But it cuts like plastic in some way. But I like this better because it's straight and narrow. It will make the rudders on its thing, the fins I should say, would be on the straight and narrow. Unlike the other ones that I built for the Firebird, they're actually curved. So I guess when you paint and stain it or put stuff on it, I guess it will bend on you. But this stuff will not do that. So I'm very happy for what I did. Bring this down more. Very happy that I did it. And it is to exactly the way I wanted it to begin with in the first place. And I'm very happy about this. And Mountain Tom, if you're listening, these wires, these are very thin wires. This is something you might want to add to your collection for everybody to have. This is called dollhouse wiring. For any thin things like this that you need, this is so perfect, it's a crying shame. It's dollhouse wire. You can get it from Circuit Concepts. And the kit part is K-I-T, not C-I-T. When you say Circuit, put a K there. And Concepts, that's with a C also. That's alright. Concepts. Perhaps circuitconcept.com. It will work better for you. Maybe perhaps I'll put a link on it, as you can see. And it'll be all good. Okay, okay. As you can see, I drew some lines. I drew lines here, 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 and some lines here. This is the directional where the pardon me, where the hull plane is going to be. Yes, this is going to be very hull plane. I think it's 0.005 millimeters thickness. That is very, very thin. I don't know if it's millimeters or in, or maybe I found it. Hold on. Okay, in millimeters it's 0.13 millimeters, and in inches it's 0.005. And it comes in 3 sheets. This is very good. It is very flimsy. This is the thinnest they'll ever make, and that's good. And when you lay it down, you can see through it. You can actually see these lines. So that's something I don't need to worry about, or you too. So okay, that's a little update, especially this fella. I'm very proud of this. It's exactly the way it's supposed to be. Exactly. Okay, so very happy that I did. Although this had to be cut out and all, it looks like I might be able to go up more on it, but maybe not. We'll have to see. That's about it for now. Okay, that's all for now. Bye bye. Okay. Welcome to another rendition of building the Donna hritz. I have here the similar type of modifications that I have done. I can show this. Okay, basically the same setup, and with everything else on here, with a new light. It's still going to twinkle 2 on one, 2 on the other, and there's going to be another one that's going to just strobe like. So let me show you what that's going to look like. Turn off the light. Nifty, huh? Bring it up. Yeah. Okay, well, at least you get the idea. There you go, much better. Let me see if I can pull it away from you. See the one twinkling? And the other two just strobing twice for each one. And yeah, that's all for just one circuit. Turn on the light. Turn that off. Okay. I'm sorry I never showed you this before, but I did modifications off this. I'd like to thank a couple of people for this. Model Man Tom for supplying, buying stuff off of him, like his board, these things here, and electronic stuff that he has on his kit at Model Brand. You can get him at modelbrand.com. No, modelersbrand.com. And he has good stuff that you should have. If you're doing electronic stuff or lighting it up, buy this stuff off of him. Let me give you a tour of this piece here. Okay, as usual, this is going to be your 7040 chip right here. These are going to be the strobes for the front part. These are going to be the strobes in the back part. This is going to be that one strobe that's going to be underneath that you saw just flashing with single. These two here and here flash double. Now you probably want to know what this and this are for. Well, I'm going to connect this underneath, put wires underneath, and put it underneath here, and it's going to do a bypass. I like to have everything on one board if I can. Okay, I don't know if you can, let me see if I can bring this up real close, if I can. I really don't know if you can see it. See how that's laid out? I'm going to turn it this way. The resistor is here. These wires are here. And if you look closely, I forget what value this resistor is. If you can look carefully at what that is, that's the resistor you can put in. But you can put any resistor in. You can do your own research. You don't have to use this type of resistor that I have for mine. It can be different. You don't have to have this type of capacitor. You can have something different. Just test it out. I don't know. Either the capacitor or the resistor is something different. You can actually use a tensiometer. You can put that in here. I gotta do some research on that and find out which one I can use rather than have it the capacitor or the resistor. I think it might be the capacitor and not the resistor, but don't take my word for it. I'm just saying this out loud. And you know what? Okay, let me show you this. Underneath, you're probably saying, well, why did you put wires underneath there? You're supposed to put solder. Well, if you really think about it, how are you going to do it better? If you know what I mean. Yep, soldered on here, up there. And it's wired correctly, soldered correctly. Hopefully that works. And yes, I do believe there is one more thing missing off this. The power supply for the chip when it goes in. We're going to use one of these bad boys again. Yeah, this is the modifications I used. So, Model Man Tom, if you're listening in, watching this, get one of these things. Get these guys. These are good. They only come in twos. They only look like it's some fours, but no, this is three here. There's 1, 2, and 3 here. So if you can get them, great. So the next thing we're going to do is put the power supply on. And we're going to do some soldering. See what time of left we have. Oh, I'm in 7 minutes. Okay, and we're going to take this and we're going to put it on the very end over here. We're going to put it in like that. Okay? And that's going to be our power supply. And we'll just rig some wires underneath that too. Okay? Be back in a bit. Jump wire. We're going to jump from here over to here. I know, it keeps moving around. I know, I'm sure I have some clamps here. I think we're fine. Okay, soldered that one in. See if we can move it up more. Okay, good enough. I'll tell you what else. It's tinted. Oh yeah, you. Okay, we're in view. Okay. See if we can anchor this down somehow. Okay, how about if we wrap the wire underneath here? Tighten it in some way. Still in view, okay. Maybe we should put some more on there. Okay, good enough. Okay, they're just only jumper wires I'm putting on here. And these, I'm using scrap wire. One's going to have, as you can see, have those threadeds, and this one is unsolid. I don't know if that's going to make any difference or cause a problem. I'll just do it on the outside here. Like I did before, why don't we just tin it and pull it into place? Still in the view? Okay. Bring it down a little bit. Okay. Okay. That looks good. Oh, to tint the other one. This I'll be able to use two hands. Okay, we're gonna have a little problem with this guy. Okay, that looks good. Those are bypass wires. And you know what? I think I made a mistake here. I needed to solder some more wires to do the strobing. I didn't do that. Oops. And they are located somewhere on this side. So then I'm going to have to take this off. Okay. Alrighty. Apparently, I just let you know some of the things that we just did. So, see you next time, okay? Bye-bye.